So now coming back to the stage where we left. So the thing is that from 6 to 11, you can be in that state the whole day or a minute or two, whatever. It depends on how much of raga, dvesha, moha we have. Okay. At human, we have moha, we have good amount of loba and less amount of dvesha unless it gets into an animalistic or some other existence. In general, if you see, even if you were to have a fight with someone, you'll not bite, meaning I'll not take somebody's hand and bite unless get into a rage. Otherwise, biting we don't do. Then there would be argument, but unlike dogs, they just bark and they don't know and they go away. Here, it can be slightly emotional, but then the person doesn't go to an extent of doing harm. So there would be argument, there would be slight anger, and it dips down in general. But you have to develop anger to be really angry. In general, it doesn't exist. Okay. So for that reason, we can be called as sane. Otherwise, it's insane, meaning you don't know where the senses are. So we say sanity. So the word sanity check means that you check your senses and you find whether you are irritated or whatever, and you can change it. Even though you're irritated, even though you're angry, you can suppress it. That's also is possible. Let's say I'm unhappy, but I can still be smiling. Okay, that's not possible with any other beings, any other lower beings. It's possible with human. Okay, that means we can act innocent, we can work out innocent, we can act with coolness, everything, even though internally you're burning, you might act with cool. That's the advantage of being human because you have both. So you can play around either way. Okay, and hence human life is must sort out because you have best of both the things, meaning we can go up or we can go down. Now, when we looked at up yesterday, I forgot to mention about it is dependent on the raga, dvesha, moha. It's not dependent on anything else. So when I say I'm in example in from 6 to 11, any of these existences, if I find peace or happiness or joy, whatever, at that moment, that mind has crossed the human realm, meaning it has reduced loba or dvesha or moha or combination of them, and it had let go of attachment to what it was attached to. Let's give an example. You're in office. Do you remember your home? And the answer is no, because you've given up home for office. So you will never remember about your wife or husband or children or whatever, unless the situation comes. Let's say for the whole day there is no situation, so you will not even remember. That's the reason you are in samadhi of that, whatever you're doing. So when you do something which is creative, so you get into nimmanarati. So the joy what you get of creation surpasses all sensual experience if you really watched it for that moment. And then you come back to human realm. Okay. Now what happened to the dvesha? It's not there. Let's say I do a hackathon and I come up with a new concept which is never there, and I publish it, or I publish a paper, or whatever it is, and I'm explaining the advantage of doing so. At that moment, there is only raga, there is moha, but there is no dvesha. Okay. Only when the dvesha is reduced or not there, the mind automatically comes up, it goes up. But let's say one of my colleague has presented much better than me, and then I get jealous about it, I get dvesha, so it comes down. So we need to be having good amount of sati to watch this happening in office, at home, etc. So what I want to inform is that it is dependent on, not on how you want to go or how it goes. It is the condition it meets and it goes there. The condition is that you need to have alobha, adosa, amoha. That means you should not have raga, dvesha, moha, or it should get suppressed. So 6 to 11 is kama loka. So let's understand in a much detail. At human life, you wish it may not happen. You wish something, which is all karma related. So the definition of karma is that whatever you want to see, whatever that is, objects, that object gives you experience. That is karma experience, sensual. Now, the word karma has a different meaning as opposed to sensual. Actually, it means ka is bad, like ku. That means that what is considered bad is considered good. It's packaged in a different way. I'll give you an example. Gold is made out of mud, but it shines. So you call it as gold. So then you store the stone in your house because it has value. The stone as such has no value, but you created value. That means the society created a value. And since it is valued, you feel it is valued. And that's the reason it's called karma. Another example, aluminium is again mud or stone, but it shines. It's a metal, but metal is made out of stone only. There's nothing called metal separated out of stone. So it is fossil, basically. Fossil is stored resources, meaning whatever the bad things, etc., it is made into like a volcanic rock, and then from that you create a metal, or there's a metal. It can be steel, it can be aluminum, it can be copper, it can be uh, gold and silver, like that, or you can have diamonds. So again, a rock. So if you look between graphite and diamond, they both are the same. They're made of carbon. So would anybody keep carbon? And the answer is yes, because it is diamond. And these kind of things is what is karma. Meaning it has no intrinsic value, but then a value is created because of convention, and then you accept that as valuable, and then this is karma. Okay. So the raga, dvesha, moha at this level is suppressed for 6 to 11. Okay, so if you are happy due to getting something, it's kama loka, but then you don't have dvesha. That's the main thing. what we need to understand. But moha is there. So from human onwards, the moha exists. Any questions before we continue on this? It's all good?
Sir, I want to ask one question.
Yes.
That you explained just now, that is, can you explain it little more clearly? I'm not clear about it.
About what?
About this loka of above 16, above 6, which is the kama loka, which you are saying that ka, which means that it will be like gold, which you know that it is stone, but you still value it.
Yes.
So when you are in the state of mind where you value something which is a stone, then is that kama loka?
Yes, absolutely right. So they're like that, and it'll become more subtler and subtler, but still in kama world. That's the reason it's called kama loka.
So that is above 6.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
There are from human or from 1 to 11 is kama loka.
So even the lower below 6 is also kama? No. Those are the nirayas.
That is due to kama only.
Okay.
1 to 11 is kama loka.
So yes, it includes the 1 to 6 also.
Yes.
That is clear.
Yeah. Everything what we are talking is kama loka only.
Okay, it comes under kama, yes.
Yeah. In order to get it, we have done a lot of wrong things, and then that get established at the time of death.
Yes.
That's all what it is.
Yes, and then the future comes up as the last what comes up, you land in that realm.
Because you are now in that realm.
Already, yes.
So that's what you need to know. It's not at the time of death it comes. You are already strengthened it, habituated it, stayed
Yes.
there, and you're made that is your home.
Yes, and you feel one with it.
Yes, exactly. Let's say an example is that in human, what's a kama loka?
The feeling that when you are rejoicing in doing something which is giving you craving, or
No.
when you're rejoicing in the lobhas.
No. You are going in circles. The simple thing is that family attachment is kama loka. Simple.
Okay.
Because let's say I can't live without my wife or son or daughter, house, or property or money or whatever position, office, etc. All
Yes.
is kama loka.
I cannot live without my work.
Yes, I cannot live without work. I can't stay home. I need to be going somewhere. I need to enjoy. I need to take vacation, etc., etc., which are habituated tendencies are your strengthened kama loka. Supposing I am still on spiritual path, it brings me back into kama loka because that's where I'm living most of the time.
Correct.
So unless I do tyaga, renounce that, there's no thing like I can go up right now.
Okay.
So if I can't go right now, then at death, how can I go there?
Correct.
That's all what it is.
Correct.
So let's say another example. I'm in Mumbai and I don't like the traffic. I don't like the trains. I don't like this. I'm cursing myself. That means I'm having dvesha because of the karma. Now, what's the probability of getting born again in Mumbai is 100%. Because that's what I'm strengthened it.
Because even if I'm creating a kind of a dislike towards it, but still, I am still in it.
Yes, you are in it and you don't want to let it go.
Correct.
So as long as I don't want to renounce what I didn't want it, that means I want it. it's on the negative one, but still I want it. I can't let go of it.
You've not let go. You've not renunciated it.
Yes. So I am still in Mumbai while I am in Bangalore. Right. So I'm in Bangalore now. I'm not in Mumbai, but I keep on remembering, talking, and saying that, oh, this happened and that happened, and that's just how it is. People are bad, and this, blah, blah, all that. Or
Okay.
I will also talk about it's very good place to stay.
Still.
Either given way, I have made sure I'm back in Kamaloka right now. So I might be teaching Dhamma like what I'm doing right now, but then I have no experience of that because presently I'm not residing there. I don't even know how it looks. Forget about staying there. So the primary thing is first you have to go and stay there. First make that as your home. Like, if I were to talk about New York and Bangalore, first I have to go and stay in New York to say that how is New York.
New York, yeah.
No point in writing books on New York without even going there.
Correct.
First I have to go there, make that my home, and then see from that place how does Bangalore look. Now that makes sense.
Yes.
Now, at the dying moment, you are already in New York, so you are in New York. Simple as that.
Yes.
But what is the possibility that I'm in Bangalore, I'll be reborn in New York?
If
No,
yes,
it will never happen. It will never happen because in my mind, I have not given up Bangalore.
Okay.
So you have to give up something to go there. That's the reason it is Tyaga in Pali, Tyaga in Sanskrit, and Tyag in Hindi, because you need to give up. You can't take two things at once. You need to vacate, and that's the reason it's called vacation. You vacate something. You can't keep everything. You can't store it. Vacate it, remove it. Now, when it is removed, you fill something else in its place. So now what I can do is I can remove the human existence. And since the human existence is no longer feasible, and then I can get into the sixth existence, which is far better than this, because I see the lifespan of a human is 100 years, whereas I want a longer lifespan. So why don't I work towards getting a longer lifespan? But the nature of human is only 100 years. You can't stay more than that at this point in time. So you give up. You give up being human. If you say, I want to give up being human, it means that I need to give up the family.
Yes.
Because family is part of human. So please let it go. That I can't do it. And then you can't go there because your mind is residing here. So give up. Okay, I've given up. I gave up. Sure, you're given up. Really?
Yeah. Yes.
That's moha. So you have to cut that moha of this place. So then you get a moha of that place. Now the mind resides there instead of human. So you lose interest in human beings. Because when you see they are going, eating, they're shitting, eating, shitting, eating, shitting, and then you feel, that's all what these human beings are for. So you really lose interest in humans.
Okay.
And then you are in human world, but you are out of the human world. So then 99% of the time you are outside human world. Only for transaction, you're back in the human world, which makes sense. It's just like, transit point, somebody calls you, hey, why don't you come here? And I go there and do my work and go back where I belong. So I come to next realm, Tavatimsa. Then I find even Chatumarajaka is not that good place. Then I come to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. the next one, like that. So the moha keeps on reducing, the loba keeps on reducing, and the dvesha keeps on reducing to an extent that when you come to the rupa loka, which we are supposed to start, the jhana, the dvesha itself is not there. And that point, you are misfit into the kama loka. And if you're misfit in kama loka, nobody will take you there. It's just like, you're failing an examination and then nobody will take you.
Yeah.
So you are out of the university for human beings, and then they say, okay, you can't enter here. I say, thank you very much. I didn't want to do in the first place. You can keep all the degrees and everything for yourself. That's how you need to train yourself from leave this to get that. And that's exactly what we're doing. You can't be working on two jobs at the same time. You have to leave one job. And if you do that, it's called as moonlighting or sunlighting or some lighting and whatever that is. So you can't do that. It's illegal to do it. You have one job, do that job. If you get another job, leave this job and take that job. Right? Like that. So it's always, so you can have only one wife or one husband. You can't have multiple wives and multiple husbands. Right? So if you don't like this wife, you divorce and take another one, or you don't like that husband, you leave one and take another one. So that's a rule. You just go by the rules. So in the same way, you let go of this realm to get the next realm. Otherwise, you stick to this realm. No matter how much spiritual you are, it makes no sense. Because you are not able to let go of this. So there's no tyaga. If there's no tyaga, you can't go forward.
Other factors you may fulfill, but the factor of tyaga is not fulfilled.
Yes. So you can't give up. So if you can't give up, you can't take anything else then. You're stuck with whatever you have, and then be happy with it.
Correct.
Madhukar, go ahead.
Navudaya, sir.
Navudaya.
So what I understood is like it's like a full feast full of peanuts, and then if you wish to take something, so this one has to be empty. So whether it is a good moment of the mind or bad moment of the mind, any moment will not allow you to go somewhere. So it has to be like, so what I understood is like during the anapana sati, like all these things, like then what comes as a opeka just like to strengthen oneself as a sakshi will allow oneself to be helping in living all these things, then only we become a light to go to other existence. So is that my understanding is okay, sir?
No, nothing to do with anapana, sati, all that. You leave you leave all of that aside. In a given day, you just have to watch the mind.
Okay.
What is happening, where it is picking up. Now, when I say watch your mind, there is no you and mind separately. Please don't get confused that it is the same. It's only the language what we are using. So when I say I'm watching my mind, the mind watches itself. So then when it watches itself, you will know that you are in this realm or in that realm at that point in time. If you are spending time in this realm, in the current realm, that means you are going to come back in this existence, no matter how much you think you are spiritual. On the contrary to it, if my mind resides in jealousy and anger and this and that and so many other things, it's 100% guaranteed that I will be going down, irrespective of how much I think I'm going up. Because the mind is enjoying pain. See, some people, when they meet, they only talk about negativity in everything. Even if the sun is come, they say that today is very hot. They complain. So when they complain, you know they are in Peta world. Now you are in human world, but they are in Peta world. Now you can't make him to come to your world. Now you can go to his world. It's not possible. So when a person is complaining to you, just give an ear and let it go. You don't react to it. Otherwise, he will pull you to the Peta world. So like that, you need to see.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it. Got it. Thanks.
In the same way, somebody is very happy. Let's say it's very hot and is very happy. Wow, so nice sun and blah, 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 all that. He's in sensual. That's true. This is entire Kamaloka from 1 to 11. But it is a positive side of Kamaloka. So he can be in 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 and like that at that point in time. So supposing somebody is in the hell realm and some person is in the 7th realm, if they meet together, it's a mess. He's always happy, he's always sad. He's always angry, he's always not angry. That's how it works. So in any given moment of time, if you take a snapshot, you will see, if you dissect your experience, you'll find where are you residing at this point in time. And that's exactly the place you will be going. You can be 100% be assured, not just doubtful about it. You can be sure you have planned that place and you will be there. No matter what anybody thinks about it, you are strengthening it. So the objective is not to strengthen the bad things. And that is where your effort is required, because strengthening bad thing will give you bad result. Yes, Ariv.
I guess that makes me think, what exactly is human realm then? I guess it's kind of a neutral, you're happy doing whatever you're doing, not complaining, but not happy, just chores.
No, but what do you think is human? Let me ask you an other way question. What do you think is human?
You're neither happy nor unhappy about that.
No.
Just,
How much have you understood about yourself? Or when you see Luke, what do you understand?
or like being a father is human. Is that what you mean?
No. It's like this. What it takes to be a human. Have you ever thought what it takes to be human? I mean, forget about these realms, being a Buddha or this and that. Leave all of that aside. What it takes to be human? I mean, forget about next life, past life, all of that.
Fairness?
Yes, fairness. That's the right answer. So what is fairness?
Trade.
What?
Trading.
Trading. No, it's not trading. Basically, fair means that you're neither too greedy for something, and neither you're hating too much for something. You look at a fair way. Fair, let us be fair. Let us be fair in language, customs, blah, blah, all that. So that's the way. Like what Madhukar is putting there. Animals don't have logical reasoning. They do have, but they can't go beyond their normal instinctive states. In human, the instincts are suppressed. You can suppress your instinct. Let's say I see a woman and I would like to do something to her, but I can hold that for a good amount of time. I feel like urinating. There's no, lavatory. I can hold it for some time. Whereas in animals, they can't hold, it just comes. And they will do it anywhere. Second, you can also have discipline. You can create discipline and you can make mind disciplined, yourself disciplined. So you can have legal, you can have, contextual, you can create ethics, you can do this. So many things you can do, which otherwise is not possible. That means one single answer, like what you rightly gave, is fair. Let's be
So
fair.
if I'm like being a referee kind of situation, I'm just judging it like, let's be this way, exactly this way.
Exactly. So you can be fair. That means you can be neutral. You can start to become neutral. And that's a good place to be. Why? Because raga, dvesha, moha are balanced. And that's a key aspect being human. So when raga, dvesha, moha are balanced, you can have wisdom. And when you have wisdom, in Sanskrit and Pali is viveka, or viveka word is there in Pali as well. Viveka means discrimination. You can discriminate between what to be done and what shouldn't be done. You can also evaluate what brings what results to you. That means you can change your habitual pattern, right? Because you have logic and reasoning. You can reason out well because you have balanced raga, dvesha, moha.
So an extremely logical person is a typical human. Extremely logical.
Nothing to do with extremely logical or extremely illogical. Everybody has logic. It might be a wrong logic or a right logic. It doesn't matter, but they have logic. When you say fair, that's the right answer. Let's be fair. Okay, let's hear out of the person fair. So being fair, right? So you're not judgmental. You'll take the judgment later, but at present you're not that judgmental. So you can, that means judgmental becomes instinctive based. So you don't have to be necessarily instinctive. All animals and all the lower beings are instinctive. They are driven by instincts. They have no idea what they're doing. If you were to stop an ant and ask, hey, what are you doing? He'll just say that I'm hunting for food. If you were to ask it. Okay. And humans have three-dimensional, if you didn't know that. Right? So length, breadth, height. They are two-dimensional. And ants are single-dimensional. They can't think beyond a single dimension. If you want, you can do this trick. Take a scale or a ruler. Where the ant is going, keep the scale or the ruler. You will be shocked. The ant cannot cross over. It goes in straight line. As big the ruler is, so it just starts going like this and takes a turn there. But if you were to move the ruler again, it starts moving forward. It can only go forward and backward. It can't go over, cross over. You understand? You can't see. It's a change of perception. Same eyes, but the perception is removed of three-dimensional. It can't consider three-dimensional array. It has one single dimensional array. It means straight line, just straight lines. It comes back or it goes forward.
And I guess with that regard, once you started judging someone, you're already losing perspective. Your dimension is coming down.
So
and you're at least
down to single dimension.
At most, you're asura. No, you're conflicting driven. You're becoming asura. When
all of the lower realms have no three-dimensional arrays. They're at most two-dimensional or single dimension. You take centipede, do the same thing. They keep on going up and down. Where they can't see how to cross over. There's no crossing over. Take a snake. You try to make it straight. It'll always go like this. Like, try it out. Take a dog and make it do something other than what you're doing. It will be attached to you. That's all. It just knows that. It doesn't know anything beyond being attached to something. And when they see it, they feel happy. When they're gone, they just howl or bark or do something, they have no discretionary mind saying that this person will come back home. They just don't know. They will be waiting. So when they see the person, then only they get relief. I think Bobby and Lata can say, because they both have dogs, so they exactly know how Lata can say how Bruno was, that when he sees her, and then the emotion comes. Otherwise, whenever she's there, he will be going around her. If they can't see that perceptive is gone. So when I come down to animal existence, I get two-dimensional. I lose one dimension of seeing the other way. I only see my way or the highway. And then I keep on going down to single dimension. So I get my viewpoint. This is my view. This is how world exists. This is how things are. This is how it should be. So being to single dimensions. When I keep on going on lesser dimensions, I can't see the reality. Because my eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body is now single dimensional. The human body is there, that's fine. But I have reached a stage of lower realms. So first you should know what brings you a human. Is all the three are balanced. And then you have wisdom.
Thank you for explaining.
Sure.
Wonderful.
Yes, Chirag.
I was comparing to the animal realm, and I was thinking even animal realm has raga, dvesha, moha, but I'm guessing for that realm the moha is extreme. There's almost no moha there.
All
that
lower
right?
realms are some moha, not just moha. Some moha means they can't see beyond anything else. Let's say I'm attached to my wife, or wife, you leave it. I'm attached to females. The moment I see a female in the human form right now, I feel my temperature rising. Okay? And I need her. I need that woman. I need this woman, like that. Okay? What is called as womanizer, as an example. So at that point in time, I can't see that this human being is, I don't see it as a human being. I see it's an object of possession. Animals have the ability to possess. They get possessed. They want it. It's just like food. They just want it. Now, at this point in time, when I'm seeing a woman like an object, I have gone to a lower realm, meaning I have lose one dimension. I can't discern. That means my logical reasoning has gone totally off. There's nothing to reason out. I just want it. Right? Now, what is going to happen is I'm lost in this woman and that woman and that woman and that woman and that woman. And maybe I can buy, I can pay, or like what Epstein files are today, whatever is happening on YouTube, if you see, like that. So keep on enjoying this girl, that woman, this one, that one, that one, or whatever it is, because I'm totally lost. Or what's the possibility of where I will be born? That's not a question. I'm already born there. It's only the breaking of the body is what is being waited for. So at the break of the body, or at the death, either by suicide or by killing or by natural causes, the consciousness which is already in that realm lands there. So there's nothing more to be done. I've already done what has to be done. So from human, I not only lost one dimension, I unbalanced the raga, dvesha, moha. Very rarely it get balanced. That's the reason Buddha says being born in human is a rarity, because It has to balance. Now we are all sitting here because we are balanced. Any human being sitting here, doesn't matter, is balanced. Wisdom might not be there. That's a separate issue. But this capability of getting wisdom is there. So just like we can get a particular skill set which we didn't have, in the same way you can get wisdom of what you should know and what you shouldn't know. You can create wisdom, which that wisdom is not there in any other realm. So doesn't work. So at this point in time, I need to see which realm I fitted myself. And that's exactly the realm I'll be coming back. Got it?
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Any other before I end this discussion? Because then we go to the Brahma realm and all the realms. Yes, Bobby.
See, Vilas, in continuation with what Chirag was asking, so I think a while ago you said from human onwards there is moha. So when you say, I think if I heard it correctly, so that what you meant is that from below realms, like in animal world, it is some moha. That's what you're saying, right? Or did I heard it correctly? Like from human onwards.
See, the below world has some moha, and till Arhat you have moha in some form or the other.
So it starts from human world, moha.
No, moha is there. It is only 3 roots, but there is some moha. That means totally lost.
Oh, okay. So
like in human life, wait, Bobby, in human life, let's say I like you a lot and I can't live without you, is some moha. It's not just moha.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the time I, you, and Sheniel has spent, if I keep on reflecting upon that and I can't let it go, and it's called a love fever, which is also said. It's actual sammoha. You're not able to let go of that experience at all. It has caught up so much that every 10 minutes you reflect and you reflect and you reflect and you reflect, and that's going on. So at that moment, Bobby, you can't discern anything. Is that right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. So that is some moha.
That is some moha. So sometimes
moha is better. Like,
moha is the starting stage. If you increase the moha, it becomes some moha.
Going downward.
Going downwards. It's going down the drain. Moha is there. Moha is delusion. You don't know the nature of reality is delusive. The self-view.
Deeper delusion.
Pardon?
A very deeper delusion.
Yes.
No, the moha is a very deeper delusion. Like you can't do anything.
You can't do anything because you're blackened out. You're literally in darkness. Where do you find some moha? Can you tell me, Bobby?
Yeah, like see, for example, when you are in love and all, you can't live without that person.
Yes, forget the loving. You go to a movie, and the movie is always shown in darkness, without making the theater or the place dark. You can't see a movie, and that darkness is some moha. So the moment the light comes from the screen, you are captivated. You try to see that character as you. So then you try to take sides between the hero and the villain. Actually, there is no hero nor the villain. They're acting. But in your mind comes the hero and the villain. And all drama starts happening in your body. Actually, it's happening on the screen, not on you. And that's sammoha. Another sammoha, cricket or football or anything like that. You take that team. You say, I belong to this team. You are in some moha, not just moha. Cricket is moha. It's delusional. But some moha is, I love this team. So I put a jersey or a t-shirt or whatever that thing is, and I Like in America, they put baseball caps and this, that, and so many. Like in India, you put India and all that fun things. And that's some moha.
So will actually then too much patriotism and always talking about your country and or maybe your religion. All these things are
Some
also
moha.
comes under
Some moha. Yes. So that is the reason I was saying the other day, if you want to go to the higher realms, you need to leave traditions, customs, blah, 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 all of that, because they create some moha. Moha is okay.
I keep saying I'm a Indian, I'm a Hindu, I don't like Pakistan, all these things are some moha.
Yes, absolutely, because you only see that. Because Pakistan or in India is just a land. You have cut the land and made some flag and you're saying that that is what is Pakistan, this is what is India. Yeah. Right? But in my mind, I have real India and somebody has a real Pakistan, right? Or I have a real Pakistan. Yeah. So then what happens? I don't like Pakistan, or I love Pakistan, or I don't like India, I love India. So now you have to take sides. You have to take either of the one. So when you take either of the one, you have to hate the other one. You can't be loving both of them. Yeah. Like, let's say Australia versus India match happening in Melbourne or in Brisbane. So let's say we both go to Gabba Stadium. Whom do you take? You take cricket, it is moha. If you represent Australia and I represent India, it's some moha. Some
moha, yeah. I think Vilashi also, I noticed that, over the years of my practice, this type of interest in, supporting any country or anything was fading away, so it was happening naturally. So I think that is maybe without knowing, now when I think about it, it was happening for a good reason.
Yes, it's good.
Thank you, Vilashi.
Sure. So we need to really see difference between the animal realm and these top realms is that there is no sammoha. So because you don't have sammoha, you can have wisdom. It's undeveloped. So basically what we are doing now is to develop the wisdom. Okay, so 6 to 11 is Kamaloka. So I don't want to go back into again talking about that because it's Kamaloka, simple as that. It becomes subtle, but still Kamaloka. Now, beyond this point, no Mara exists. Kamaloka ends Mara. Why? There's something which changes in Rupaloka, and that's very impressive, is that the sensual lobha is suppressed, completely suppressed. You can't be in jhana without that. And dvesha is removed. So only thing that exists is moha. So Mara can't find you. It has to be either sammoha, that means raga dvesha moha is unbalanced, or raga dvesha moha is balanced. But what if the raga and the dvesha doesn't even exist? So you can't find. So what happens is the three Brahma realms, nobody can find you. Yes, Chirag.
Yeah, I don't know if we have covered this before, but let's say a clinging to jhana does it not have raga?
Sensual is not there.
But raga is just any clinging, right? Whether it's to jhana or non-jhana.
Clinging is not, clinging is upadana. Your
craving, clinging is not raga.
No. Without craving for something, you can't get anything in the first place. Even if you want to go higher, see, tell me one thing, Chirag, you want to get promoted or you don't want to get promoted in life?
Definitely want to get promoted. I mean, okay, let's see.
No, wait. No, okay. No, okay business.
Yeah.
So you want to get promoted, right? So
let's say every moment that
forget it. Wait for a second. Don't move.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
you want to get promoted, you should have interest, which is chanda. Then you should have tanha, craving.
Mhm.
If you don't crave for something, you will not have motivation to do that very thing. So if you want to let go of something, you require something which is higher. So supposing I want to do PhD. Why? You tell me why. There should be
Because
something, right?
Yeah, there's obviously interest and craving.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Similarly, to enter into jhana, I require to have craving. You will cut the craving in the end, that is separate. But now, if you argue with me, the craving shouldn't be there when you enter into jhana, is like stupidity.
Okay. So, okay, I see. Because I think I didn't realize that craving is not. Yeah, I think I got confused. Craving, I thought it was raga. Let's say wanting to, like, let's say attention, wanting to, go towards something. I thought that was raga, but no.
No, raga means coloring. You color it. There's a color. The word raga, when you say raga, that word in Sanskrit Pali means colored. Viraga means uncolored. It's transparent. Okay. So when you enter into jhana, you decolor, discolor, remove the color of kama. So kama has what color?
Some color. Always.
Not some color. It has sight, sound, taste, touch, smell. Five strands. That 5 strands of color, you just suppress it. So how do you suppress it? In the Upanishad, it's by some mantra called Om, or by something, some japa. You do it. That suppresses the kama, raga. The raga on kama is gone. The rupa raga comes because now you are out of kama. And hence it is called as rupa raga. Even if you are an anagami, you have rupa raga. So don't get into this misunderstanding that raga itself is not there. You'll go mad.
Can you clarify? I think I missed also this. What's Rupa Raga? Rupa and Raga.
Rupa is realms. These Rupa realms, what we are talking, and raga is colored. You are colored by that state
But I
of
thought
existence.
form, right? Rupa is form and Arupa is formless.
Without getting into form, you can't get into formless, my dear friend. It's a step-by-step process. So first, you have to let go of kama. Then you get rupa. Then you have to let go of rupa to go of arupa or get into arupa. Then you have to let go of arupa to get into the 9th jhana. So you just can't jump into the 9th and saying that, oh, you know what, I do it. No way. Nothing like that. Okay. Yes.
So getting rid of Rupa Raga would be getting rid of form or something else. Attachment to form or something else.
I think you're thoroughly confused, and we will be taking another 2 hours on this business. So we will take it sometime later. But there are 3 realms. One is a kama, rupa, arupa. Rupa is subtle rupa, when the patvi is lesser. Okay. So you don't have a physical heavy form like this. You understand? That's rupa existence. This is gross. This body is gross. That's not really gross. Okay. So they call it as subtle form and so many things, whatever you want to take it as. Okay. And Rupa has 16 existences, including the 5 realms for anagamis, is still in the Rupa realm. Okay. So you have Rupa Raga and you have Arupa Raga also. That means you can go into these 4 jhanas and also you can get into the 4 Arupa jhanas. Clear? That's what it is. And you can go into the 9th one, but still in the Rupa realm. You're not gone beyond that. Like that. So for that, you need to have interest, chanda. You need to have craving to get there. If you don't have craving, then you will not go anywhere, which is impossible. Like today, Bobby has gone to Pomona Center, Vipassana Center. He has an interest, he has a craving. Both are there. If he loses interest, then Vipassana Research Institute is no longer interesting because there's no interest. But craving is there. Without interest, craving cannot do anything. Without craving, interest cannot do anything. You need to have both. You need to crave for existence, and also you should have interest. And then only this is possible. And in the end, you find this is also conditioned, so you cut craving. And then you become arhat. And that's it. That's the end of suffering. So till you become arhat, Chirag, there's a long journey. Okay, so you just started, baby steps. So let's stick to that and go in steps. Okay, so we are now starting into the 4 jhanas, which are part of the Brahma realms. So I'll just use, I don't tell you about other smaller ones like Brahma Parisajja, Brahma Purohita, like that. It becomes too much. We will take it some other time. But what you need to know is that this Brahma Loka consists of these 3. Because you're getting into initial absorption by watching the breath, and then you get a stable absorption and you're established in first jhana, wherein you reach the state of Mahabrahma. Okay, that's the first Brahma realm. That's first jhana. Then you get into the second jhana where you get joy. So it's luminous. Why luminous? Because you start to see some light. Okay, it starts to grow. So you feel joyful, and then you get vast radiance. You feel radiance all the place. And then you get pure light. That is abhasara. This is the second realm when you get there. Then you get into paritta subha. The subha means good, paritta means extremely good, which is peace. And then you get into appamana subha, which is vast serenity. Then you get into subhankina. That's the best portion of being sukha. There's no other sukha equivalent to this sukha. That's the end of sukha. And then beyond that is upekha, equanimity. So when you get to vehapala and beyond, is only upekha. Upekha means equanimity. In between, there is asanya sanya, asanya loka. It's called asanya satta, perceptionless existence. Why? Because they only have feeling. The consciousness can feel, can't perceive. It's a non-perceptive state. Okay. So these are the levels starting from 12 to 22. For these, you require only jhanas. So if you are in second jhana all the time, you're joyous. So if somebody were to say, I need to be in noble silence, it means not closing your talking. It's being in second jhana. In fact, there's a sutta for that. It's a noble silence. So Moggallana says noble silence means always establishing second jhana. So at death, you will be in second jhana, but right now itself you are in second jhana. Yes, Bobby.
So, Pinaki, that word you are saying about there is only feeling. In a meditation point of view, how somebody reaches there?
Now, first you have to come into Vehapala.
Yeah, but that is equanimity there, right? So how that
No, asanya, for that asanya satta, you need to experience Vehapala completely. It's a big fruit. Pala means fruit. Vehapala is extremely good fruit. Have you had an experience of Vehapala?
So okay, Vilashi, if it is that place is higher than equanimity?
No answer to this question, Bobby. Have you experienced Vehapala?
I've experienced equanimity. So
No. I'm asking you specific. You will know you are in Vehapala. Have you known that you are in Vehapala?
I think I've experienced I think very pleasant state or even equanimous state quite often.
No,
So
Bobby. Answer to my question.
But I don't know whether it is Vehapala.
And then there's no point in I explaining about asanya. Because when you enter into these, you will know it. This is Brahmakayika. You will know it. You are in Brahmaralam. There won't be a single iota of doubt in your mind that you have not reached Brahmaralam. Then we can to Abhasara.
Why I asked you this question, Vilas, is I heard that that particular world is a dangerous place because you are suppressing a lot of your emotions.
No, you leave that, Bobby. For time being, let's not get into something else, saying that this is dangerous. Have you seen what is danger and what is not danger? So first you need to experience all of these lokas. If we have not experienced these lokas and we don't even know these lokas exist, it's no point in saying that, you know what, these are places where you shouldn't go. First you should know these, and then you should know what Buddha says about it. That makes sense. So my question to you, Bobby, is if you are in Vehapala, it will automatically take you to Asanya Satta. Now you have a choice to make between staying there without perception or bring back the perception. And when you bring back the perception, you come into the Arupa jhanas. So that's a choice you make between Arupa and Rupa. It's a bridge where you need to make that choice. And some people don't make that choice. They love to be non-percipient. It's fair. And because that we are born from non-percipient, you can't remember your past life. Do you know that, Bobby?
Yeah, non-percipient, I have read many times in the suttas.
Yes. Yes.
Beings are non.
Yeah, because now you can't go back and see your past life because you have been in non-percipient world. So you get a wrong view that there is no past life because you've been staying in a non-percipient, and that's the danger of getting into non-percipient and dying in non-percipient. So that doesn't mean that you can skip going to non-percipient. It's impossible.
Okay, so that's why we can't remember our past.
Yes, and it's there in Brahmajala Sutta.
Thank you, Virat.
Sure. So one thing for all of you, you can't skip a single step here. Meaning you will be going through all one of these realms or planes of existence. Whether you believe it, whether you don't believe it, You partially believe it, partially disbelieve it, or whatever combinations. But you would be doing it altogether because that's the natural law of progression of consciousness. You'll have a conscious experience of that, but you might not know for sure that's what it is because the awareness is not there. In a given day, we would have gone to all of these existences, including dissolution, which happens when you sleep. It's dissolved, completely dissolved. The I is dissolved. There's no I left when you sleep. Only when there's waking up, then the I comes back. Or if somebody touches, or if something happens, then the consciousness comes back. If you've not observed it, observe somebody sleeping next to you. They have no idea at all. If you touch them lightly, they don't know. There's only the reflexes are there. So it is unconsciously conscious. But to get back to consciousness, that means I waking up and saying, why did you do this to me? Is a complete coming back. So dissolution is also part of this. So before the dissolution happens, the consciousness exit, not exist, exit. It exits. So what makes you live is only the I. Okay, it's only on the lifespan. The consciousness is there as long as the lifespan is there, not the other way around. So that if you have a lifespan of this much, to that level, the consciousness is there. So if the lifespan were to end, the consciousness is ejected out. Okay. And in between is usma, which is heat, the temperature, which is created out of prana, let's say life force. Okay. So ayu usma vinyana. So what we are now talking is to increase the ayu. That means the sleep cycle should be reduced. And that's why Buddha says Jagariyanu yoga, because you have to create a yoga. It's a yoga, like yoga of making your body and all that. That's yoga. So you have to create a yoga of that. You can't be slumber. You have to be in Jagariya. You should be awakened. Then you know what's happening. The consciousness doesn't go into blank mode. Yes, Saryu.
I guess to clarify what you said to Bobby, I don't know if I hear it right, is that this consciousness, even in this lifetime or even before entering this lifetime, there'll be moments of non-percipient
Yes.
moments. And
Yes.
those are the moments where in that realm,
Yes.
temporarily, let's say even before.
You would, in some cases, and it was a very good question, in some cases, you're numb to perceptions in a given day. You will ignore perceptions. You just feel, you don't perceive.
Yeah, even in these meditations, when you're not perceptive of time, those
Yes.
are moments where you be there
Yes.
temporarily.
Yes, exactly. So in any given day, write it in bold if you want. You are in all the realms of existence, which you might not even know that you are there. In all the 20 plus realms, if not in the arupas, you would be in these 11 of them for sure. If you are in Kamaloka, you can be in 11. If you are lucky, you might get into the other 6 realms and not too sure about the other realms. of arupas. But this much you would be doing all the time, 1 to 11. See, I'll give another example. One who is giving a lot of things, he helps, he does this, his mind will be like a deva. And one who is stingy, his mind will be like a honeybee. You can check it out if you want. He'll be so scared to give anything. And one who is just willing to give, he's so happy in giving. You can see it. So if you take a honeybee person versus a deva person, then this looks very weird. Now, let's say you are in human realm, you can see both of them and you can say, this guy is always giving and this guy is always taking. He's sucking, this guy.
I guess in that sense, this I have experienced this, I have experienced that doesn't matter because it's establishment what matters.
Yes, exactly. So if I keep on saying I was here, I was there, it's just like saying that I was in New York, I was in Bangalore, I was in San Francisco, you might be in, but where are you currently? That matters. Right? So the basic thing we need to know is you are in this realm in this time. So at death, it goes to that realm because that's the strength of it. That's why it's called Kamma Vipaka. And now you're getting the Vipaka of that Kamma. I've taken all of this to show you, you are doing it. It's not other way around, not only you, everyone, they might not be aware. The situation comes, it brings in you the devilish or the saintly characteristics. Yes, go ahead.
I guess this answered my question a few days ago. I was asking why these very creative person, they got into so much women, let's say Elon Musk, right? He was creative at this moment, but then the next moment he fall into so many females. So he's jumping between Brahma and the animal realm like that.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And not only him, every one of us, it's situation based. You get situation out of your own karma or your own deeds. Nobody is giving you situations. There's nothing like good situation and bad situation. It's just a situation. You have created a situation for yourself. So when you are in that situation, the question comes, will you hold on to the situation or will you give up the situation? So the liberation, nibbana, is giving up that situation rather than holding to the situation. So situation is the same. It can't change. It's a situation what you have created. But the response to the situation you can change. That is the condition. So you supply a right condition. That means if you fuel that situation, it starts to multiply. If you don't fuel that situation, there's no multiplication of it. It ends because you did not give energy to it. So if, let's say, an akusala, let's say I see a car parked near my home, very beautiful one, and there's an attraction to the car. I already have a car, but I get attracted to the car. Very moment I need to know that this is danger. So I will not suppress. I will see what is that car versus my car. It's just a car. So then the discernment removed that craving for that car. So what happens? It cuts out Kamaloka. The situation is there's a car. The condition was not supplied to relish or to suffer or whatever it is. So there is no reason for me to suffer because there's no craving for that. Yes.
I guess in that sense, like Buddha say, like being a Brahmana doesn't mean you're a Brahmana. Like you have to be in the mental state of that. So
yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
the situation doesn't decide where you are. It's the conditions, your mental condition decide where you stay.
Absolutely.
So it's not where you are. Like your reaction decides.
Yes. If I'm a born Brahmin and I have a nature of a dog, it doesn't matter what I'm called, but my nature is a dog anyway. So the condition I'm supplying is of a dog. But the situation which is for a human. So my response to it is like a dog. It should have been at least a human. If I'm in Brahma realm, this situation looks childish because I'm in higher realm. So this looks pretty childish, like child asking, "Give me that toy." You would very well give him the toy, take it. But what if I'm that child? I will not give. It's foolishness, but I will not give. I'll say, "Boss, come on, there's nothing there." And I'll say, no, I'll not give because I've gone into the lower realm. So just by saying I'm a Brahmana doesn't make him a Brahmin, because you are supposed to be in that realm. If you are not in that plane of existence at this point in time, how can you claim yourself to be a Brahmin? That's his question, which is true. Because my mind should be expansive. If it is expansive, then I see only children playing toys. Like what toys? One child is saying, "Is my son." They both are children. They're playing a game of family. It's a game of family. So now I keep on laughing. What did you say just now? Oh, he's your wife. Oh, okay. Wish you better. Okay. No, he's my son. What son? Oh, okay, his son. Okay. Oh, he's a daughter. Oh, okay. This is a house. But you see, from that perspective, it's like Lego toys. This guy is breaking away the home, making a new home. He brings one car, he will break that car, he'll take another car, he will go to office, he say, "I'm going to office, I'm working on this, I'm working on that." And you feel, okay, you're doing this, good. Why? Because you're seeing from that realm. You come to the human realm. Can you see that? No. You go lower realm. You can't even see what human is doing. Forget about what they're talking. And that's how your mind keeps on moving from here to there. So if you're talking from Brahma realm, you can literally see everyone as a child. They're so attached to every object. And it was like all children are attached. It's a grown-up children and a small children. But all are children. And one is saying, Papa, I want to buy one car. And you wish, okay, let him get the car, because you can't see him struggle. See, any mother will not wish the child suffer. So what does Buddha say in the Karanimatta Sutta? Mata yata niyam puttam ayusa ekaputtam anarakhi evam pisabba bhutesu mana sambhavaye aparimanam. This whole line is Brahma realm. So now I am like Brahma. I can see everyone exactly doing the same thing. Nobody's killing anyone. They're just picking from here, they're throwing it there, that person is picking from there, throwing it here, and you keep on seeing this fun and say that when will they get some senses? Why are they doing like this? Because you are in from that realm. You go to the above, abhasara. It's light. The darkness is gone. You feel even more hilarious seeing the Brahma itself, because that guy also has no idea what's happening. He thinks he has created it, and at Abhasara you can see even Brahma, you created it. And then another person comes, Vehapala. From that perspective, we'll say that even Abhasara is a fool guy. He doesn't know. Then the four Arupas. From that standpoint, if you see this human being, it looks like ants. Yeah, fractal reality. You're absolutely right. So basically, Ari, you need to be there in that place to say, I can see things clearly because your perception is completely changed, right? And what we are talking now is asanya satta, where he has suppressed the perception itself completely. So without Vehapala experience, it's of no use. Doesn't even make sense. Like what Bobby was asking. No, that won't do anything.
No, I was just saying some people say they're high dimensional beings, and in that sense it's true because their perspective is way more expensive.
Yes, absolutely. And in some cases, you would be doing that. Like if your students, if they're fighting, you go into Brahma realm, you see like children fighting. You say, shut up. Okay, what is your problem? Okay, why are you fighting with her? Why are you fighting? Because you are in that realm. And those two people are in animal realm or in human realm. Like your students fighting, right? If you remember, it's like children. And like my ex-boss used to say, your children or my children are hitting our children. It's exactly the same thing. His ex-wife and his ex-husband, and they have two children from here, two children from there, and they have their own two children. So let's say 2 plus 4 plus 2, 6 children. So these two children are hitting their children, but all are children anyway, including the ex-wife and the ex-husband and our children. You take that way.
Yeah, and now I can see better. I can see Asura is looking down on the cat, and the cat is looking down on the Peta, and the Peta, they're fighting in different ways.
Yes, exactly. And Niraya is burning everyone. It's just that rage is just burning. It's just burning, and you don't know why it's burning. So if you're in Brahma realm, you see the burning. What do you see? Matchsticks, matchbox and sticks, because you don't actually experience it at all. You just go to a beach and some child is making on a sand castle. Will you enter into the castle? The child is showing, uncle, I'll take you to the castle. Or dad, I'll take you to the castle. You will still do it. You know how you do it. You know it's a child. You don't want to break the heart of the child. So you enter into the castle. Show me. Here is my bedroom. That's your bedroom. Oh, okay, good. Here is my kitchen. Here is my this. And that's exactly what we do. When we build something, we ask people to come. And what do you show? Here is my living room. Here is my bedroom. Here is my that room. What stupidity.
And then for an animal, he found the sandcastle. He's like, oh, that's home. And he lived there permanently.
Exactly. So why should you show this? But it's a ritual. So you call children and then you give them some gift. They give you some gift. You give them some gift. You make them eat, and then they will say it was a nice home, and they will go. But what did you show? Lego toys. Because it's going to break one day. And what's the point? There's no point. Yeah, Avanti, I will give you first chance because it's late in the night there. So yeah, go ahead.
No problem, sir. Thank you. Okay, you were saying something about Ayushma Vinyana. How does that happen? When I collapses, at one point it comes back again. So how does that happen?
What collapses?
I
collapse.
The sense.
What I collapses?
In the sleep, when I'm aware, it's not everyday thing, but when I'm aware in the sleep, there is a point when everything is silent, very deep and peaceful. I know it. I don't know it, but I know it when it comes back. as the example that you said, like some person is sleeping and if you touch them, they come back completely and say yes, and they know everything, like we know everything. So you also mentioned that what determines it to come back is the ayu, lifespan, and ushma and vinyana. All that ayushma that you
No, you are
mentioned.
Vijnana. Whatever you Avanti is there is Vijnana. It's consciousness. You're conscious that at this point in time you're Avanti. Right. So when you go to sleep, do you know you're Avanti?
No.
No. So that means your consciousness is gone. This conscious experience is gone. Okay. That conscious experience will only come back when it is disturbed back. Otherwise, it doesn't come back.
So it's not always outside disturbance. It's not always someone waking me up. It's I just come back.
Now you're awake. Now you're awake because there are 5 senses which are working. They are alive. So there is an experience of seeing. There's experience of hearing. There's experience of smelling. When the person sleeps, the experience of seeing is not there. The experience of hearing is not there. So there's nothing to experience. So there is no I to experience. Right? So then Avanti is as good as dead. Unless somebody hits you or does something to your body, then the body consciousness comes and then the mind wakes up from the slumber. And then there's a reaction. It's a seamless activity, but no, it takes time for the consciousness to come back. So if you really have observed, if somebody touches, it takes a few moments for the person to react and say, why did you do this to me? Otherwise, that person doesn't even know he is that person.
Yes.
So what I'm trying to say is that I, not EYE, I as a person ends the moment the person goes into deep sleep. Right now also, as we speak, we are in deep sleep. We don't know that you are not Avanti in the first place. It's a created one. So that's what Buddha says, this Vijnana is not yours. It's not you. It's not Atta, self. This Vijnana, as Avanti. Because it goes away by night. If something goes away by night, can you hold it, saying it's me?
No.
So that's what it is. So once you have this wisdom, you can now try to enter into different planes or realms of existence. Okay, that's what it means. So that means this consciousness, this whichever that is, not Avanti, the consciousness can now move from Avanti to something else. And from there to something else, and there to something else. At the same time can go lower because it is not Avanti anyway, even as we speak. You have to think it over. Now it is too late in the night, so tomorrow morning you please think it over. And then if you still have this doubt, we will take it after I come back from Ahmedabad. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and till Friday I'm not there, so we'll meet up on Monday only. So you have long time to think it over on this.
Think over as in like how can that consciousness without identification as Avanti goes into different realm?
In the given day itself. Because you're not Avanti and hence it can go.
Can it be experienced, actually experienced?
You are experiencing, like what I said yesterday about you, whatever you said about your colleague.
Drama, right?
So,
that way?
Yeah, it's there. You've been doing that. Otherwise, if you were Avanti, you wouldn't be able to do that. Since you are not Avanti, you can do it.
But when I sleep, when the consciousness, vijnana, is not there, but there is some sort of feeling that knows that vijnana comes back, that I comes back.
That
I
is
come back.
that is what the moha is. That's what a delusion is.
So vijnana is a delusion.
Vijnana is
Identification.
deluded, not vijnana is a delusion. The vijnana or the consciousness is deluded. It's deluded
By
consciousness.
identification, by Avanti.
To
Okay.
think, to feel, to experience is Avanti. When there's no Avanti existing in truth and fact. See, you can't exist and consciousness cannot exist at the same time. Either one of them is false.
Yeah.
Simple. So Avanti dies in the night. Simple as that.
Yes.
That's it. End of the story.
So when Avanti is dead, the vijnana goes in different realms. That's what I'm asking now.
Now that you
Is
should
that
find out. That you should find out.
I couldn't find out. I mean, just
You
is there a
should.
guideline to find out?
This is exactly what we are doing, right? Presently, what we are doing is that. So it will take some time before we end up there. But if you are interested, keen, from tomorrow to Monday, try it out. Otherwise,
That needs a very strong jagaraniyanu yoga.
whatever it is,
I
no,
guess.
you try. If you can't, we will continue the journey from Monday onwards.
Okay.
Sure.
So you were going to tell about the realms that
Monday.
you went to.
Monday. We already
That's Monday.
Monday.
Okay.
Because I've still not completed this. I was thinking I can complete it and I can tell you. Till I finish this, I can't explain how I experienced it because it will be too short, meaning you will not be able to map it. Okay, so what I'm saying is, let's finish this entire journey of Kamma and Kamma Vipaka, and then I will tell you, when I tell you how I experienced it, or how I explained to Lata, Monday I will do it. Irrespective we finish this or not, I will tell you. But then you will be able to map it. And then you will know that how you can do it. It's not about how I experienced. It should be reproducible. Yes, Akash, go ahead.
So, in the progression of the realms, everything sounds quite logical except for the place of Mara, because he's a very powerful entity in the Kama Loka, but he's full of samoha in some way, right?
No.
How is that, sir?
How is
Because
that?
he's actually like misleading beings into
Thursday.
breaking.
Sorry, next to next Monday, because from Tuesday to Friday, I'm in Kathmandu along with Amar. So no class will be there from Tuesday to Friday. So next Monday, not the coming Monday. That next Monday, I will answer your question.
Okay, sir.
Unless we finish this 31 realms, there's no point in talking about Mara.
Got it, sir.
Okay. All right. I think we have crossed the time boundary, I guess. Unless everybody has time, I can cover it, but it will not be good to compress the experience and say, I went to all the realms and that's it. Oh, done. Okay. So if you can't wait till Monday, I can tell you. Otherwise, better wait till Monday. What do you think?
If you have time, sir, if everyone is available.
You want today?
If it is okay.
See,
Okay.
Monday.
Okay.
Monday. So you can't eat too much on one day. It will be too much. So we should go in progression and see how you are experiencing right now these planes of existence. The first thing I need to know for myself, am I in this plane of existence? You should experience that in a given day. And if you know that you're in this realm. You will experience that. I'll give you an example. If you're getting heated up, you know you're not in human realm. That's very clear. So should you argue with someone or shouldn't you argue with someone is not a question. You're getting heated up or you're not getting heated up. You can argue, but don't get heated up. That is not possible. That means you are come into the lower realm. Another alternate example is that you see everyone as a children, every given being as your child. Then you can 100% be sure you are in Brahma realm. And you literally experience being with a child, a small infant or a child of say 3 years, 4 years of age. And you'll start to see every being, every human being in that way. And every being, be it an ant or mosquito or fly or a cockroach or this or that, you feel, oh, it's my baby. That. Then you are in Brahma. Can you find it out? If yes, tell me on Monday. Then I'll tell you my experience. That makes sense. Okay, all right. Good day and good night and good afternoon. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.